once we finally got the permit, I came up and I met with Greg, the landscaper. You know what, it was actually the most logical choice because he was the guy who did all the landscaping here in the first place. So he was hired to take on the project and get this thing rolling.
You do the hill first.
That's correct. We create our roadway in, drop the elevation to just below finished grade, 6 inches down or so below finished grade for where the pool has to go in, and then the pool gets sunk in, yeah.
What's going to hold all that back? What's going to hold the hill back?
We're going to be putting large rockery stones, very similar to what we've used here already. We're going to be working them into the bank and creating sort of terracing up the hill.
So like an armor stone, is that?
Actually, a local limestone. We get it from local.
So what's the
areas.
difference then between an armor stone and a limestone?
Armor stone is sort of typically a quarried stone. So what we're working with are rocks that you would find in the fields. We're going to be sizing the rocks according to the retaining that we have to do.
Okay.
Once the pool was dug and everything else, and I mean, it was a liner pool, your typical vinyl liner. But we took it one step further this time and did something a little different, and we spray foamed around the whole frame. This way, it's going to retain the heat in the pool, so obviously your heating costs are going to go way down. Not only is it working for an insulation value, but also a structural value. It really strengthens the frame of the pool. The next step is got to backfill it all, get it ready, and then it was ready for the rocks, the stones to come in. These stones and rocks were picked out of a farmer's field. They still had the moss on them, they still had the grass on them. Once they would be placed in, they would look like they were there forever. It was very unique to see stones like this being used.
Wow.
It's changed a bit.
No kidding.
Still have your carpet, though.
I still got the green carpet.
Yeah.
Wow, this is very cool. Those things look like they've been there forever.
Yeah, yeah.
With the mossy green carpet.
Yeah, so we were able to hardly disturb them, so they're not all beat up. So
This is where the cover's going to go?
Cover, yes. In here we have that's where all the hardware is going to sit, or the equipment is going to sit for the cover. So it's going to slide up underneath there. And
so this is just for the cover?
This is just for the cover, yeah. We wouldn't have to do anything here other than we need
More work than the pool.
Well, almost, yeah. We're setting in these spouts into the stone. We have 3 of them.
Okay.
We brought one of the components to show you. It's not finished. We still have to notch down the stone. So we'll grind this down so that the water sits into a channel.
Fits right in there.
Fits right in. This is sort of the baffle in order to, and the water control so that the water can come into this thing. This gets buried into the wall, so you're not even going to see it. And then it falls down, and the water's going to sheet across and drop into the pool.
Wow, no, it looks like unbelievable from the last time I was here.
And how is it?
It looks unbelievable. Looks like it was always there. And with these stones that back into the hill and up behind the hot tub, it's like you just placed the pool in a hot tub and just plunked them in, and everything was always there. One of the really cool things of the pool was these 3 spouts across the back. They were carved out of the same stone that they used all around the pool. It's awesome what they've done. There was no, lack of detail in this thing. They've thought of everything. The cover, it's all automatic, and this cover comes across. The purpose of this retractable cover was not only to retain the heat, but it was strong enough to actually hold a person if somebody fell in. Wildlife being up here in the country, you just don't know. There could be anything.
So all in all, what do you have to say about the folks who worked at?
Well, you know what? All in all, I think, pulling a band of people like that who've never worked together before, they did an amazing job. And look at the timeline they had. They pulled this thing off in 2 months, which is usually unheard of. Hands down. They were, what a great team to work with. They're amazing.